Phone farming versus surveys. Which one really pays more? Over the past few years, I've made over £50,000 using two different strategies to earn online, which are phone farming and survey taking. But here's the million-dollar question: which one actually earns more? You'll be surprised at the results. Hey everyone, it's Dan from Sidehustlereliance. On our YouTube channel, our aim is to help the online money-making community find new and exciting ways to profit using our PCs and our smartphones. In today's video, we're going to be comparing the highest earning survey platforms with the best phone farming applications available to see which is worth your time. Finally, before we get to the bread and butter of this video, I want to mention that you will find all the links to all the platforms I mention in the description below, and some of them actually do offer exclusive bonuses if you sign up with my exclusive link. Anyways, let's start with phone farming. What is phone farming? Phone farming is a technique to earn online where you install apps, you run automation, and it's designed to generate you a passive income. The thing is, once it's all set up, it mostly runs on autopilot, making it simple and scalable for yourself. Here are my top 3 recommended applications and sites you should be using for phone farming. I'm talking THX, Consumer Pulse, and Ember Fund. THX. THX is an incredibly low effort way to earn. It collects anonymous audio data from market research, and this is done safely and fully anonymized, so there's no way to know who you are. The thing that makes THX great is that there's no daily check-ins, there's no clicking, there's no surveys. Just install the application, verify your phone number, and let it run in the background. It does not get easier than this. Each of my devices which has THX installed earns me around 50 cents per day, or around £10 per month. And personally, I've made over £300 per device using THX. It's consistent, it's low effort, and it's perfect for truly hands-off passive income. Consumer Pulse. Consumer Pulse is an invite-only shopping panel. Luckily, I've got a special link in the description to get you signed up. On the platform, your job is to enter clothing purchases you've had over the last month. You earn 50p per entry, up to 20 entries per month. All you need to do is just log in, log your clothing purchases with no receipt required. It is really easy. When you choose to cash out on Consumer Pulse, it is delivered as £10 vouchers, which you can convert to cash using a site like CardYard, which isn't too bad. Each of these entries take under 1 minute, and I make around $15 per device per month with Consumer Pulse. It's quick, it's easy, and it's low effort. Just make sure you let me know if I need to update the link in the description. Ember Fund. Ember Fund lets you mine Bitcoin on your phone, and to get the most out of it, it's definitely worth signing up with someone's referral code. This will actually multiply your mining on your device by 6x. The thing is, this will not do any damage to your mobile device. It is all done within the cloud, so it's literally free money. Once done, just tap Start Earning, watch a short ad, and the app will automatically mine Bitcoin for the next 24 hours. If you do sign up with someone's referral link, you will actually end up earning around 15 cents a day, which isn't too bad. But if you do end up referring your friends and family and max out your referrals, you will actually earn up to $2.50 per day, or roughly $7.50 a month. The thing is, with Ember Fund only requiring you to watch one single ad, it is mostly passive, which is fantastic. And if you max out your referrals, you could be making $450 per device per year by using Ember Fund. Surveys. Now let's dive into surveys. I use 25 different survey platforms every single month, and these are a key part of my side income. My top 3 go-to sites are 5 Surveys, Swagbucks, and Prolific. 5 Surveys. 5 Surveys pays £1 per survey with a £5 cash out for every 5 surveys you complete. On 5 Surveys, you will often be asked some pre-qualification questions before starting a survey. These pre-qualification questions are ideal because they give you an insight into the upcoming survey you're going to be completing. What you need to do is you need to make sure you always click the top option on these pre-qualification questions when on 5 Surveys. And then when you actually get into the main survey, you make sure that you answer the survey based on what you've just answered on the pre-qualification questions. For example, if the pre-qualification questions on 5 Surveys are looking for a teacher, you make sure that you answer that survey as in if you was a teacher. There you go. On 5 Surveys, after you complete 2 surveys, the surveys available on the platform will drop from 25 to just a few. And the ones remaining are longer and have a higher risk of disqualifications. This is called challenge mode, but here's how you can get past it. You need to use the multi-tab survey method. So before you finish your second survey on 5 surveys, make sure you open up as many short surveys as possible in different tabs and windows. The thing is, completing these surveys are going to be easier than when you're in challenge mode, and you'll still get that guaranteed £1 survey if you do manage to complete these new surveys, and that's going to help you reach that £5 cash out amount even quicker. I earn roughly $750 per year from 5 surveys. Prolific. Prolific is a premium research platform, and once you're accepted into a study, you'll never be disqualified, unlike other platforms like 5 surveys and Swagbucks. On Prolific, you will earn around £6 per hour when completing surveys on the platform, and often you will actually earn more than that due to bonuses in studies. On Prolific, surveys are available on both mobile and desktop, with PayPal cash outs starting at just £6. On Prolific, they actually have a browser extension called the Prolific Assistant, and that actually helps you catch high-paying studies as soon as they go live. I personally make around $1,200 per year from Prolific alone. Swagbucks. Swagbucks is my highest paying survey site. In the past year alone, I've made $2,247 from surveys alone. The thing what really makes Swagbucks stand out is that when you get disqualified, you will still earn rewards on the platform. This is dependent on how long you're actually in the survey for. So if you spend 10 minutes on a survey what pays 50 SB, you will probably earn at least 20 SB when you get disqualified, which is great. The fact that you can actually get paid for being disqualified is fantastic. And the funny thing is, around a quarter of all my earnings from Swagbucks comes from exploiting these disqualification bonuses. On Swagbucks, you need to focus on high-value survey providers like Pollfish, MyHome, User Testing or UserZoom. These survey providers can pay up to £50 for completing a product test. If you're consistent on the platform, you can earn up to £20 a day on Swagbucks, plus you get rewarded with their monthly bonus rewards. Which is better? Based on my experience, surveys do bring in 10 times more income than phone farming, but when it comes to surveys, they take a lot of effort, careful timing, and you need to use strategies like the multi-survey strategy to make the most out of them. Surveys are very repetitive though, and you'll often be limited to doing surveys at specific hours to maximise your rewards. On the other hand, phone farming is much simpler and it runs on autopilot. You don't need to have a complex system and you don't need to constantly experiment. Once you find a good few apps which are reliable, you can consistently earn every single day, totally passively. The thing is, on phone farming, new applications keep coming up, like Atlas Earth or the mobile Bitcoin mining games, which are fresh and full of untapped earning potential. Plus, the more devices you run in phone farming, the more you'll actually earn as you will scale up your earnings. What's the best approach? The best approach is to use both phone farming and surveys. Phone farming brings passive income while surveys bring active cash. Combining them together creates a steady, scalable income stream that works around your time and your devices. I am a strong believer you need to use every tool available to grow your online earnings. The real question is, which do you prefer, surveys or phone farming? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a like, it'll be greatly appreciated. On screen right now is my 2 newest videos, and I'll catch you guys real soon.